Web3 is a term used to describe the next generation of the internet. It's being built on decentralized technologies like blockchain. Some people call it the next stage of the internet, while others see it as a way to fix some of the problems with how the internet works today. A simple way to think about Web3 is that Web2 is read-write, meaning anyone can publish anything on the internet, and people can interact with each other on those platforms. But they don't really own those platforms or the data that they create on them. Web3 wants to change that. It wants to make the internet something that people can actually own. To understand Web3, let's look at how the internet has changed over time. Web1, also known as the read-only web, was the first version of the World Wide Web. This was the web from the 1990s until the mid-2000s. It was called the read-only web because it was mostly static websites. You could just read information from them, but you couldn't really interact with them. Think of it like an online encyclopedia. Then we had Web 2, also known as the read-write web. This is the internet that we use today. Web 2 is highly interactive. People can create content on social media platforms and interact with each other on review sites and forums. They can buy things on e-commerce sites and get information from search engines. Web 2 is dominated by a few large companies like Google, Meta, and Amazon. These companies allow us to use their platforms for free, but they make money by collecting our data and showing us ads. So basically, you're the product. Now enter Web 3, also known as the read-write web. Web 3 is a vision for a new internet. It's an internet where power and control are decentralized. It's an internet where no person or company has control. It's an internet where you own your data and your identity. One of the biggest problems with Web 2 is that a few large companies control everything. They control the platforms, they control the data, and they control the algorithms. This gives them a lot of power. They can decide what we see and when we see it. They can also use our data to target us with ads. Web 3 aims to solve these problems by decentralizing the internet. It's the idea of having a network of computers all working together to store and share information. This way, there is no single point of failure. No person or company has control. Blockchain is at the heart of Web 3. It's a distributed, immutable ledger that records transactions in a transparent and secure way. So here are some of the core concepts of Web 3. Decentralization. Instead of data being stored on centralized servers owned by a single company like Facebook or Google, Web 3 applications, or dApps, run on decentralized networks of computers. This makes the system more resistant to censorship, single points of failure, and corporate control. Blockchain technology. As mentioned earlier, blockchain is at the heart of many Web 3 projects. It provides a transparent, secure, and tamper-proof way to record transactions and interactions. In Web 3, you don't need to trust a central authority, like a bank or a social media company, to facilitate transactions or interactions. The trust is built into the technology itself through cryptographic proofs and smart contracts. Token-based economies. Web 3 uses digital tokens such as cryptocurrencies and NFTs to represent value, ownership, and governance. Users can earn tokens for contributing to a network, and these tokens can give them a say in how the network is run through decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs. Data ownership. In Web2, you're the product. Your data is collected and sold for advertising. In Web 3, you have the potential to own your data and decide whether to monetize it or not. Your identity is often tied to a digital wallet, which gives you control over your online presence and digital assets. So those are the basics of Web 3. Personally, I'm really excited about this technology and what it could mean for the future of the internet. I think that everyone should own their data and have control over their online presence. I also think that blockchain technology is really promising, and I can't wait to see how it develops. If you're interested in learning more about Web 3, I'd recommend checking out my other videos. Thanks for watching.